Yo guys, Insane Gamer 52 here, and there is a new starting room limited time mode in Black Ops 6 Zombies. So how this mode works is you are stuck in the spawn room. You cannot open any doors, and any machines that are in the spawn rooms are going to be there. So you have to go to a certain round, and the round changes by map. And once you hit that round, you get you beat the mode. Congratulations. How this works is for every single map except for Terminus, you have to get to around 40. So on Liberty Falls, Citadelle, Tomb, and Shadowvale, you have to get to around 40. On Terminus, you have to get to around 30. And the rewards that you get for this are always going to be an Explosive Flourish, a Flavor Hex, and a Rain Burps. And on each map, you also get 15,000 XP. So on Liberty Falls, you get a Timeout. On Terminus, you get a Hidden Power. Citadelle is a Raindrops. The Tomb is a Near-Death Experience. And Shadowvale is a Wonderbar. So there are honestly some solid rewards. I am a big fan of the Gobblegum rewards, and the fact that we can do this limited time mode on every single map, unlike Abomination Challenge, is good. I love it. It just has a little bit more replayability, and it's very challenging. We did already beat Liberty Falls. If you guys want to see that video, feel free to check out the link in the description below or on the top right of the screen right now. And in this video, we are playing Terminus. So, going into our loadout, we learned a couple things playing Liberty. So we're going to be running the AMAX because it's just a good gun. We're going to be running the Underbarrel Drill Charge on it because that thing smoked the Manglers. Field upgrade, we're going to be running Tesla Storm because it's just really good for solo. It stuns every zombie around you. It also does electric damage, which is good for Amalgams. And because of Amalgams, we're going to try out Shock Charge. It may or may not actually do anything. You know, decoys might be better. And then same with Combat Axe. Since Terminus is so very straight and narrow, we're going to be running Combat Axe to hopefully be able to hit a lot of zombies at the same time. And just, keep reusing them and then just keep using the kill in the higher rounds potentially. There is no box on this. We got our starting gun and the GS45 off the wall, and that's it, dude. That is all we got, plus Gobblegums. So for our gums, I am going to be using a Killjoy and a Temporal Gift. 1 minute of insta-kill is super, super useful, especially whenever there's an Amalgam or something. We're going to be using Wall Power to grab the GS45s, potentially multiple times. If I grab it when it's blue on round 6 or 11 or something, and then I grab it again when it turns purple on 21, that's fine. And then if we can get it to Legendary before round 30, sure, I'll use another. I have 38 Wall Power, so I'm fine with using them. If you guys want to save them, I would recommend, if you only want to use one, I would probably try and wait until you, one, have PhD, but also until you have probably purple rarity on it. Blue rarity will probably work, but you're gonna be blue pack 1. So you're gonna want to be probably purple rarity on that GS45 wall buy. And then we also are bringing in a Flavor Hex. So Flavor Hex, what it does is it gives you a random Ultra Gobblegum. That means we can get a Perkaholic, a Hidden Power, a Wonderbar, or a Near-Death Experience would actually suck on this. Those would be really bad. You get a Raindrops, there's a lot of things. You get a Timeout as well. And Timeout could also be useful because, we have to get to round 30. If we're on round 29, we pop a Timeout. You automatically skip that last round. You go to the round that you need to get to, and congratulations, you get your reward. And then finally, on the house, because we need perks. So there are free random perk power-ups that spawn within this mode, but we want more. So I am going to treat it like a great value Perkaholic by using, 4 or 5 on the houses. I have 51 of them, so I can totally use a couple of them. If you guys have less, obviously, play it a little safer. Maybe you keep resetting until you get either Jug or PhD, and then you use your on the houses. Those are going to be the 2 biggest perks, by the way. So that's pretty much the strategy there. And one nice thing is every single one of these starting rooms do give you a Flavor Hex, so feel free to use it because you're going to get one back, right? All right, with all of that said, let's hop into the match. All right, here we are in the starting room. We could activate we'll do it. We'll activate Rampage for the first couple of rounds. We have a GS45. We have Rampage. We have this trap. We do have a Tentacle Trap here that we could potentially use. Oh my god. I forgot I activated Rampage. Yeah, we can't use the amp, so we cannot get over to Quick Revive. And then we have this outside area that has the gun machine and ammo. And that is the entirety of everything. That's it. That is all you got. So this is going to be rough. I feel like this might be the spot to kind of train, at least in the beginning of rounds. I don't know, because if you do it here, it's just, I don't want to be surrounded by spawns, In here could also work. It's probably the most open space, but oh my god, Rampage was a mistake. Rampage was a mistake! Rampage is a mistake. We do want to avoid nukes, unless it's the very end of a round, because we don't want to accidentally kill a zombie that, would have given us a free perk or something, right? All right, it's now round 11, and the GS is still green. So, for anyone who does not know, wall buys on every map. Every wall buy has its own chance to increase in rarity every 5 rounds. So starting around 6, it has a chance to go up to blue, 11, 16, 21. Every single one of those is a chance for each of the wall buys to increase in rarity by 1. So, if you're super lucky, you can have a blue on round 6, a purple on round 11, and then a legendary on round 16 would be like the best luck ever. But I've also totally seen green weapons up until like round 25. All right, we got our first Manglers. So the way that we're going to deal with these guys, we're going to train up the zombies for a little bit. We are going to use our drill charge. Our underbarrel drill charge is going to be really good for him. No. Well, as you can see, it did most of his health. Oh, that sucks. Can you not mantle that railing? You can't. Oh, I wish I knew that. We're going to use our Tesla Storm. So it's going to stun everything around us and just give us time to, like, get back. It is so very good. It stuns everything. And, like, for a while, too. Well, we already lost our self-revive, so this round might be chalked. Yeah, I have a feeling that Terminus might be a map that you just kind of reset until you get, like, a really lucky run. You know, you can get, like, your purple GS on round 11. You got 2 really good perks in the beginning. You got, like, PhD and Jug. You might just be resetting pretty frequently. We'll see. I mean, we'll play this game out, but I have a feeling it's going to take more than 1. So it really does help to kill those Manglers as soon as you can. And since we do have combat axes, you can also feel free to just start chucking them. Like, they'll get a couple of kills. You'll pick them back up when you run over them. And honestly, between rounds, just always buy ammo. What else are you going to use your money on, you know? Yeah, this is gonna be a rough one. All right, we're back. We're running it up again. And we're gonna have a slightly different strategy this time. We're gonna play it safe. We're gonna use our wall power on this green GS45. I have like 40 wall powers. I can use a couple of them. You know, I can use 2 or 3 in this run to be fine. Still haven't got a perk yet. Hopefully we get our PhD as our first perk. But this should be able to last us at least until like 16. And we're just gonna, oh, there we go, free perk. We're just gonna sit outside there. Come on, PhD. Double tap, okay. Not the best for this. So our plan is sit out here next to the ammo. And you can just kill everything in front of you. And buy ammo when you need. And then just continue killing. That is my current idea for a plan. And then, I mean, this should also be able to take care of any, you know, like Manglers or potentially at least the first couple of Amalgams, the first 1 or 2 of them maybe, before we have to go back and go get either a blue or hopefully a purple GS45 with a second wall power. Another perk. Wait, that was so quick. PhD. Come on. Death perception. Ah, man. All right, we need to hit our gobbles. On the house, we're going to take it. We're just going to turn this into a run. I will be the decider of my own fate. PhD, let's go. It's a run. Oh, that's so good. Flavor Hex. We're running it. This is a run now. Let's see what we get. We got a Perkaholic. Oh, baby, is it a run. So the nice thing with Flavor Hex is, I mean, it gives you guaranteed ultra, but like you do get a free one of them from completing each of these starting room challenges. So like if you use a Flavor Hex every time you complete it, like you're kind of using them for free, you know? PhD is such a necessary perk for this. I mean, honestly, I'm not killing them. Like I'm not shooting close to myself very often. It might not be as necessary, at least in these early rounds. The strategy with these, by the way, is to always just shoot one of them, right? Shoot your left one until it's out of ammo, and then shoot your right one until it's out of ammo, just so that you're always like able to shoot one while the other one's reloading. That is always the best way to use the GS45s, unless you're shooting like an Amalgam or something and you need that big damage output. Then of course, shoot them both at the same time to get, you know, more damage out quicker. But for just general rounds, like you just want to kind of alternate them. Round 16, all right, it's still blue. We are going to use a wall power because the next time it's going to turn, it's going to have a chance to go up in rarity is actually on round 21. So I would like to have some sort of upgrade for fighting these Amalgams. And then if you just come over here, it's actually really easy. They come from inside and right till your right until you let them outside. These bug rounds are really not that bad when you stand outside. All right, there's our Amalgam. I'm going to use Tesla and just lay into the Amalgam. All right, Tesla is damaging the Amalgam, which is dope. I'm going to grab this nuke, give me a little bit of breathing room. All right, we smoked that first Amalgam. He did actually break my armor. Tesla Storm was doing damage to him, though. So that is very, very good to know. And then in between rounds, we can just always buy ammo because it's only ever going to be 1,000 to buy the ammo. So it's really not going to be that bad at all. All right, we got the next wall power for if we do eventually get a purple, because eventually we will definitely need, you know, something like that. But honestly, this is by far, this is the easiest strategy for sure on this map. Holy smokes. What about a shock charge? Wait, the shock charge actually stuns him. Wait, that's like super useful. And I got a full power, so we actually have a second. Oh, that's huge. And he gave us a mutant injection. All right, Tesla Storm is really good for that because it lets you just focus solely on the amalgam. All right, let's see. Purple, 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 purple. Let's go. Wall power. All right, there we go. Purple GS45s. That should be good for the rest of the run, hopefully. We do have a mutant injection. This strategy is a lot easier than I had originally thought. Yeah, you just really got to keep shooting in front of yourself, honestly, at this point, and making sure to stay armored up and doubling up on any manglers. Oh, boy. All right, it's starting to get a little zesty, even with the purple. I mean, it's round 22. A purple pack 1 can only do so much, you know? All right, hold up. We need to regain for a second. Get ammo and kill that mangler. I'm throwing a shock charge that I didn't need to use at all. Honestly, if you want to use a shock charge, you can put an extra one. I earned a hidden power. Wait, that's so cool. Yeah, just put a shock charge behind me that'll go off if something gets close. Sure, why not? All right, at this point, maybe you just shoot them both at the same time. I think that is it. Yeah, above round 20, you really got to shoot them both at the same time. All right, stunning. Oh, wow. Oh, man. Wait, I got another mutant and a chopper. Oh, that's huge. Wait, please be an amalgam round. It is an amalgam round. Let's go. All right. Hopefully by this point, you do have some sort of good streak. I mean, it probably has to be. It would have to be a mutant injection, right? I don't think a chopper gunner would work. I think they'd all run inside, right? We can test it. We can pick up the chopper over here. Okay, let's pick them both up so they don't despawn. So we got our chopper. We got our mutant, and we'll try it out. We'll try out the chopper. We have that mutant for the final one, the final round. Wait, I'm just gonna chopper now. Oh yeah, they all run so far inside. Choppers are no-go. There's only so much. You can shoot through like the teeny tiny little windows. I mean, they are spawning a lot outside though. Wait, this totally would have worked if I just like stood in front of the door. Probably, right? All right, well. Now we know. Hey, we killed a mangler with it. I'll take it and pick up our mutant. All right, it is round 26. What are the odds we got our legendary? No, it's still purple. All right, 3 rounds, and we're gonna pause and swap our Gobblegum pack to try and get our timeout, just for that guarantee, you know, on round 29 that we can just flip right to 30. Because honestly, timeout's not useful for anything else. It was good for like Cowabunga cranked, and that was, or I mean, both of the cranks, team cranked as well, but that was it. Okay, so for shooting through these hordes of zombies, it is definitely good so that you don't reload at the same time. You maybe shoot a couple extra with one of them so they're staggered, and you can shoot like an extra like 3 shots while the other is reloading. I think I need to use my... I shouldn't have mutant. I should not have used that. I shouldn't have done that. Oh no. Wait, mistakes were made. I should have used my... Uh-oh. I should have used my field upgrade. Oh boy. Wait, it's an amalgam round. Wait. This will be our last amalgam then. Oh, that's huge. Wait, we need to make sure that we kill it. Okay. We did. There's a second amalgam. Oh no. And of course, it's not going to use... Oh no. I need ammo. I need to use another shock charge. Go shock charge. Go shock charge. I'll grab that nuke, sure. That's extra damage on the amalgam, and that's killing everything else. Oh my goodness, that got so zesty. I was throwing shock charges. Oh boy. Well, what are the odds we can get our timeout? No. Well, we got one more round that will not have an amalgam. We do still have a self-revive. I'm throwing a shock charge, and we're hitting the gun machine. There it is. There's the timeout. Go, 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 go. Timeout. Go, 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 go. Oh my goodness, that was so close. We got it. Round 30. Let's go. Holy cow, that was tough. We got our exit strategy, flavor hex, probably some other gums, explosive flourish, rain burps, and hidden power. Let's go. Goal round achieved. Nice, nice. I will be covering all these maps on the starting room limited time mode, so if you guys want to see how to beat them, feel free to check out those videos in the next couple of days. If you ever want help with anything zombies, I stream with viewers multiple times a week and have an active Discord community who are always helping each other out. If you found this guide helpful, let me know by dropping a thumbs up. And feel free to subscribe for more in-depth guides and entertaining content in the future.